we are entering a second wave.
This morning, a warning from local health officials as Texas continues to ease coronavirus restrictions. Bexar County is in a second wave of the virus. 192 new cases were reported in Bexar County just yesterday, and it's the third straight day with more than 100 new cases reported. The number of patients being hospitalized is also up. 122 are in the hospital now, and 54 of them are in intensive care. This, of course, brings up the question here. What happens now? Marvin Hurst is joining us to tell us what this spike in cases means for all of us. What's next? Marvin, good morning.
Good morning to you, Sarah. You know, we were just barely out of the first wave, right? And then this news hit. And based upon what they're telling us, basically, we have to get back on task. As a matter of fact, here's what health officials were telling us yesterday. They say that this new wave comes from people just being complacent. The virus has an incubation period, and so far this new wave is associated with the Memorial Day weekend. That's when restrictions were lifted and relaxed, and we started to get out and enjoy the joy of life again. But we didn't do so with masks and social distancing. There is no evidence at this point that all of the protesting that we've seen recently is a contributor. So far, we are still waiting on the incubation period for that. Of course, the big question everyone wants to know, does this mean that we have to stay at home again? Does this mean that businesses have to shut down again? Well, that call will come from the governor.
We don't want to have to go back into restrictions. It would be devastating economically and health-wise for us to do that. So it's dependent on people doing simple things like wearing masks when they're within, physical distance of people, and washing their hands and just paying attention as they had been for the last few months.
So here is where we stand at this hour. Restaurants are going to open. As a matter of fact, they will expand their occupancy to 75% today. Theme parks and water parks are still set to open. As a matter of fact, Schlitterbahn opens this weekend. There is one particular disturbing problem that health officials are having. When someone tests positive for the coronavirus, they do what is called contact tracing, trying to make contact with everybody that person has come in contact with. These folks are not calling health officials back. They need for that to happen. Sarah, Audrey.
Hopefully we can get back on track. Thanks, Marvin.